What is going on, everyone? This is Dillon from WeTheCoasters as we are checking on into Universal Orlando Resort. We want to wish you guys, first off, a Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. It feels so great that you are here, and if this is your first time checking this out, especially for the year, we hope you enjoy the content that's going to go on by. And of course, before I begin, please, if you have not yet already, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're brand new to that channel, and hit that notification for any future uploads. Without further ado, let's get started in today's video. You can see here they have these new electronic boards that they made over here, and they do have them on, but they don't have any advertising on this one. But another one up ahead they have here for Universal Express, which they have installed that one too, and that is working. These were installed, but just they have not been turned on yet till more recently. You can see they are operating though, so it's good to see that they're moving now. Boy, where do we start off with 2025? It is a brand new year, first video on the channel. Let's talk about the former Cinnabon and the surf shop. Lots of work done over here. Look at this. They have done a lot of work within here. New wood has been built within the area. And other than that, I don't really see too much on the inside. We may see if we were up there, but we may do that when we're kind of leaving. But just want to showcase though, it's just, they're doing a lot of work. I can see there's new nails being built around the area, so they're definitely going to put some more fresh wood eventually down the road, but give us some time though. Now, in case you're wondering, the holidays is somewhat still here. It is today, January 2nd, 2025, but you can tell all the holiday stuff is still up here for now. They got this fully reinstalled. They still got the holiday overlay for the Coca-Cola thing, but they have this fully open up now, which is terrific. And the mistletoe pines still here. Now, this is interesting because it is January 2nd. Park is open from 9 to 10. And then once next week comes around, it will be the off-season. I know, Florida and off-season. That's a weird combination. But you see they have these gates kind of separated here for the time being. So they know the crowds will be very differentiated here. But I do want to talk about a couple other things before we step inside to the park. Now, because the year is 2025, right now, I already know what you're probably thinking. Isn't Epic Universe going to be opening very soon? Well, I'm glad you asked. Yes, indeed the case. Epic Universe opening up May 22nd, 2025, as you see it right up there. And boy, oh boy, we are months away. 4 months entirely. 4.5, I should say, right now at the time of this recording. I'm still blown away. We are that close away. I do want to give a mini update about Epic Universe. So right now, Stella Nova is going to be opening up in January. And me and Lynn will be checking that out a little after the opening. So stay tuned for that when that happens. This will probably be our first time that we will be, both of us, in the Epic Universe property. Terra Luna is going to be opening up in March. And then I know there's been a little bit of worrying about previews. I don't know too much about that. But once I find out more details, we'll let you know. I have heard rumors, though, it may start around in March. So keep in tune for that. Keep in tune. Before we get to the other big vocal point here, as crowds are roaring on in, they did have a New Year's celebration just happening not too long ago, and they're still putting away some of the stuff over here. You see some lighting rigs that they have over here, the staging, all that stuff. So it's going to take a little bit of time till they get rid of all that there. But New Year's celebration was massive. You can also see, you know, where some of the rails were here too from the New Year's celebration as well. So it's crazy how that was not too far long ago, and here we are at our first visit of the parks in 2025. It's hard enough to believe. But today we are going to start off here at Universal Studios Florida because keep in mind, like I was mentioned before, the holidays are technically over and done with. Christmas came and went, New Year's came and went, and we're into the new year. However, they still have some of the holiday decorations up that eventually they are going to get rid of, because I do believe that both the Macy's Holiday Parade and the Grinchmas show are over and done with. That doesn't mean the crowds are still here. As you can see, like I mentioned before, they are pouring on in. Right now, at the time of this recording, it is 11:33, so the crowds are still gonna get on in here, as this is the final week where it's gonna be really, really crazy. But you're probably wondering what's gonna be like in the off season. So it's gonna be about 9 to 7. throughout most of the days, and then probably on the weekends it'll be 9 to 8. So keep an eye on the Universal app or on their website whenever they post the hours, so that way everyone is aware of what it is when the parks do open. That also does include ride removals and renovations along the way. But before we go into the park, there is one other ride that we have to talk about Universal overall. And that is the fact that Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket will be closing in early September 2025. We actually got word of this a few days before Christmas. I believe it was on December 22nd or December 23rd that Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket will be closing forever to make way for a new Intamin ride, probably a roller coaster of some sort. And although I'm not surprised this happened, to say the least, a lot of people were joyous. Some people have called this a rough ride. Many people have said it's a very polarizing ride because it is a rather unique ride. But I will say though, I will get my rides throughout my time as I'm here in Universal Orlando Resort to pay my respects. Some of which I may regret because of how the ride can ride at times. But one thing I will say though, it definitely is an icon for the park. It definitely is iconic with the vertical lift hill that goes on up around here. And it's very unique placement in Universal Studios Florida. I will say one thing though, Rip Ride Rocket, although I don't mind the ride at all, it has definitely had its fair share of interesting history. But one question will remain though is, what's going to replace it and what IP? Let me know in the comments down below what you think, but I will go full in depth in a future video down the road. So I actually peeked over at Studios and they got a long line. So I'm just gonna pass on Studios for right now. Instead, I'm gonna go to Islands because Islands Adventure has a pass holder entrance. And you know what that's gonna mean? I will not be waiting in such ridiculous lines to get into the park. So that is one thing I'm gonna do. So let's head over to Islands right now. So I want to showcase you, the viewer, how long the lines are at Islands. This is where you start waiting in regular lines if you're not a pass holder. And it continues all the way down here. We aren't going to be waiting that though, because even though they have group sales right over there, we have our own exclusive pass holder entrance, and thank the good Lord that we do have it, because we're going to bypass all that line. We go to there, and we're going to make our way through. So let's get started. What do you know? No line. As we're through Islands Adventure, just want to showcase that they still have some of the newer stuff that they are taking down, where they have the stage and the scrim. I also want to double check and let you guys know that when I was going through Islands and waiting until I get through here, they ran out of Express early on, but they do have the Express after 4 going on out here, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, they are sold out on regular Express. So we're going to showcase some of the wait times on the board. Just to showcase some of the times here, Hagrid's at a 150-minute wait, Forbidden Journey 140, the train is 70, River Venture 50, let's see, One Fish, Two Fish 35, Skull Island 100 minutes, Hulk is 130, Spider-Man 110, Storm Force 25. Yep, it is slammed out here. Dr. Doom at a 50-minute wait as well. Fly the Hippogriff 85. Holy moly, it is crazy out here. But this is the last week where it's going to be absolutely crazy. So now that we got that out of the way, let's see how the foods are. Let's think where to go here. Not too sure. Let's think about it here. So we're gonna be eating at Cafe 4. Haven't been here in ages, but it is open today. One problem, waiting for a table inside, not so fast. So we're gonna do outdoor seating. And I'm just not gonna wait for an indoor table. To heck with that. I'm getting my food right now, and that's what I'm doing, because that line is horrible. Then again, today is just a madhouse. It's terrible. So I got myself some spaghetti and meatballs here, and just want to showcase it. So it took a bit, but it's here, about to eat. Cold weather kind of being in here a little bit, or coldish weather, but the line's definitely not going away though. It's insane in there, holy cow. All right, let's talk about the food. So the food that I had there, not bad. It was fresh, it was good. And I'll tell you what, man, really good meatballs. So I was very impressed by that, for sure. Again, though, it is just ridiculously slammed in there with so many people. It's not even funny. Like, I mean, it is so freaking slammed. It's not even funny. It's unbelievable. So hats off to the workers. You guys are almost there, man. Just a few more days, I'm telling you, a few more days. How do you know it's slammed? They have temporary carts all around the parks. That's when you know it is crazy packed out here. So kind of keep that in mind if you are coming over here during a time when it's still technically considered where it is peak season. But wow, it is insane. Of course, as you see over here in Honk Honkers, Grinch has concluded, so no more visits for the rest of the year. He will be back, of course, when the holiday season begins in 2025. He was so freaking popular, it's not even funny. Like, the line would be stretched out over to here, wrapped around, then would wrap around over here. It was nuts. So kudos to Universal. You made the character popular, but oh boy, hopefully they get that figured out one way or another, because they had 240-minute wait times just to see the characters. Unbelievable. In the meantime, we're gonna head over to Lost Continent, and then we'll see how it is from there. This is the line to get into Mythos, and it stretches out to here. Holy moly. Now, one place I did think about going to was Fire Eaters, and particularly either for the Euro or the Chicken Singers. But I would tell you, a day like today would be a great time to do mobile order, and definitely take full advantage of that, because yeah, I can tell the lines are absolutely ridiculous for that alone. We're gonna check out VelociCoaster in a little bit, because I do want to check out how the situation is over at Hagrid's. So don't worry, folks, we'll check that out in a little bit. But this is all what it looks like for Fire Eaters, and that is a long line. Holy cow. Great place to seat, but I would get your visits in soon, especially before anything changes majorly here. So in case you're wondering about Hagrid's, they're pointing the entrance to this way. You're wondering where it really begins? Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. They are using where you normally enter the 8 Voyages Sinbad to enter there. So you would enter even also where the Mystic Fountain is. I'm just gonna show where it begins here. But that line would go all the way out there to where the restrooms are, and then would go all the way out to here to get to the main attraction. That's when you know it is absolutely slammed here. Holy Jesus. That is insane. It may be pandemonium here at the Wizarding World, but the wait time for Hagrid's is 3 hours on the dot. 180 minutes. Good Lord. I know for the people who are not riding Hagrid's, this will probably be the most popular spot just to watch the train go on by. Speaking of which, oh, looks like you had a bit of an issue. So, figures for that. Forbidden Journey, currently a 150-minute wait. I'm gonna take a risk and try to do single rider for that one, because why not? I'm gonna give it a try and see if that goes anywhere. So, should be interesting. All right, first ride of 2025, Forbidden Journey. So, did single rider, only waited about 20 minutes. That was beautiful. Kudos to Universal for bringing in more single rider lines, and especially an attraction like this. It really does come in handy. I will say though, it is just pandemonium in the lines, and people are not paying attention because they're on their cell phones, so it is a pain to deal with, but holy cow, it's nuts over here. Let's go through Jurassic Park. So weird thing is that on Universal's app, VelociCoaster is listed at a, let me see here, because it did say it was 90 minutes, but now went up to 135, so it's definitely been one of those interesting times. I feel like if I do VelociCoaster, I'm gonna be waiting quite a bit, and I feel like single rider is gonna be closed. I'm gonna double check to be sure. Literally as I walked up here, VelociCoaster jumped up to 150 minutes, and yes, I was deemed correct. Single rider is at capacity. That is absolutely nuts. Normally something we don't do here on the channel is do a single rider for VelociCoaster. So we're waiting at this point right over here. It is currently 1:51. So I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take for the wait. It'd probably be bad, but let's give it a shot though. All right, the verdict, I waited about almost 35 minutes. So I'm very satisfied with that, and lots of people are lined up here for the single rider, because once that opens up, people are gonna get in. It is this crazy out here. Holy cow, it is nuts. That is insane, to say the least.
It's the one where he actually gets wet.
Looks like River Adventure is delayed right now, so not sure what the wait time would be overall for that ride, but I guarantee you it would not be long. Probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe. Well, look what I see is testing. Pteranodon Flyers. A ride that's been closed for over 6 months, and we just saw some testing today. That is sweet. Something I did not expect. And one thing too, I mentioned from the last vlog, they did paint the rails, so let's go take a look a little closer about the situation. I don't know if the ride's still closed, but let's see if we get some testing runs from here. Here comes another test run you can see right over here. Now, while I will say Pteranodon Flyers is currently closed right now under the refurb, still you can see though, walls are up and it is still testing. So I'm not sure when it will reopen, but we'll give you more details once we find out. So it looks like Rexy is here, but the car, still missing. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe he may have an answer. Oh no. Do you know what's going on with the car? I don't think you do, but at least you're here still, somehow. You may see it well, but you see the chain dog and the chain for the roller coaster that's here is moving, so that's where you can tell that the ride is testing. I also noticed a few of them did have a red tag that's on there too, so let's see if we can get a shot of it exiting the chain dog to go on the ride here. All right, I see one coming up right now. Didn't take too long after that. There it goes. It's exciting that this ride's almost about to reopen too. It's been a long time. This ride is shut down there. You may think I'm crazy, but there are people in this type of weather that would actually ride this ride. Keep in mind, it's not the coldest day that's out here, but it is in the 60 degrees, I guess you could say. Even like, I'd say mid 60s to be more exact. Probably not the most ideal weather for water rides, but you have people that get on it. Although one thing I will say though, there's not a lot of logs as usual. And you can see there's some over here. We got a group of 3. These guys got soaked. Only downside about the area where I'm at, it does smell bad because, well, that part of the ride, it's a stinky alley poo-poo type of area. And then in this log you see it's a group of 5 there. A couple of them in ponchos. Everyone else, not really, but everyone is doing a water, I'd say. Crazy. Over at Ale to the Chief, or the Slurp and Snack place that's here, they have the street corn on the cob. We're just showing you this real quick. I'm gonna try this here. Now, I did have this over at Epcot last year, I believe it was. Last year, 2 years ago. And that one was good. Can't wait to try this in person. Let's try it and see how it is. By the way, it was $5.99 and with my discount it was like $5.29, so not too bad. Alrighty, street corn on the cob. I gotta say that was excellent. It's a good quick little snack. Very, very good. I do like it a lot. The sauce that was there with the cotija cheese, very good. Very, very, very good. I like that a lot. I may try eventually down in the future the pulled pork slider, but other than that, very good. Do recommend it. Check this out. Try the corn. Very good. Love it. Over at the Passholder Lounge in front of the Betty Boop location, the character is actually here for a meet and greet, which is absolutely awesome that she's actually in front of her own place for the meet and greet. Absolutely cool. Now Universal is trying to get rid of all the holiday stuff over here, so you can see that Earl Holiday merchandise is 50% off the original ticket price. So, for example, this original Nutcracker shirt listed as $30, 50% off. So that is incredible that they're cutting discounts like crazy just to get rid of this. Awesome. Now this is rather new here for me, but all the Passholder exclusive sale for the 40% off Wizarding World of Harry Potter merchandise discount applies on most ticketed price, with no additional discounts applied. And some of the stuff is brand new that I see here. So I see some fantastic Beast merch that's over here, like this one here, this one down below. And they got this fantastic Beast cup over here. Got a Hogshead shirt over here. That's actually the first time I've ever seen that all, because I don't think there's ever been a Hogshead shirt ever. Got some plushies over here. This Loungefly Diagon Alley here. That's actually a really cool design. I like that a lot. And then a 500-piece puzzle of Hogsmeade. Impressive. Well, the good news is Spider-Man's wait time definitely has dropped down a lot. The bad news is 75 minutes. Wow, that's bad. So I did see there Dr. Doom was a 60-minute wait. In the meantime, there's Hulk. Let's see what that is right now. All right, after a little more walking around, just checking out some stuff, basically it is just getting crazier and crazier. Keep in mind, again, both parks open till 10 p.m., but man, this is probably one of the craziest times I've ever been to Universal Orlando in quite some time. Again, to be fair, it was expected of me. I did show up, you know, within the last of the holiday week, and by next week, all these crowds will be gone. For Universal's sake, it will pick up a little bit when the weekends come around for Mardi Gras, especially when the concerts come out. At the time of this recording, they have not announced any of the concert lineup yet, but stay tuned for that when that happens. Very excited for when that comes out. And of course, time to get to be on the parade float, which, by the way, the reserves for that will be coming very soon. Before I forget, I did want to say I did do also Hagrid's. I'm just trying out for the heck of it. And I waited about 90 minutes overall, so about half what was advertised. So 150, 180, that's a bit overreach, but it was 90 minutes, not too bad. Still, holy cow, lots of people in Harry Potter especially. It was insane. Well guys, that's going to do it here at Alan's Adventure, let alone Universal Orlando Resort. Thank you guys for watching. If you like to be sure to get a like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, hit that bell notification for any future uploads. Follow us on all of our socials, our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and our threads. Once again, my name is Dillon. Thank you guys for watching. We're just getting out of here early. Way too crazy here. But like I said, thankfully next week it will die down and it won't be too crazy and all that. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. Happy 2025 here at WeTheCoasters. And until then, I will see you guys later until the next video. Other than that, goodbye everybody. And of course, Happy New Year's.